What's going on, everybody? We are back with Geeks of the Roundtable. My name is Zach. I am one of the hosts of this podcast. And of course, Ren is as well. Ren will be here in just a little bit. He is making himself a little snacky snack for lunch and he's had a pretty busy day. So I'm going to start off the show. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you're tuning in right now, guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button first to the channel. That way you guys get caught up on all the movie news every Saturday morning, because that is what we do. And also, if you guys also are new to the show, well, just know that we will be taking all your live questions. So start throwing those in as we talk about the topics. You can feel free to pitch in your thoughts, what you guys think is going on. And we have quite a few. We're going to be talking about AT&T has sold off Warner Brothers and all of WarnerMedia once again they're sold. Knives Out 2 adds some new cast members. Dune is to be released theatrically. Maybe. There's some things around there. The new Batman animated series. We have something to talk about that. And, of course, Henry Cavill to star in the Highlander reboot and the latest animated DC film, Injustice: Gods Among Us. Many things to talk about today. Many things I'm excited to discuss. And, technically the first topic is going to be AT&T, but I want to hold that off till Ren hops in because I find that to be a very important topic and one that I feel is one that we need to discuss together. There's a couple topics that I think me and him need to discuss overall. So I'm actually going to jump to the second topic first to talk about, and that is Knives Out 2 adding 2 new cast members. Let me pull up this news because this is just very much exciting to me because I love the first Knives Out. I think the first Knives Out is honestly phenomenal. It's a film that kept me guessing from beginning to end. Even though I kind of knew who the killer was, there were still some twists and turns that you were trying to figure out throughout it all. And it made it for being one of the most unique films of that year and probably one of the best mysteries ever. And I think a lot of that goes to Rian Johnson. If you've never seen his film Brick, it is his first directorial debut with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. It debuted at Sundance. Definitely go check it out. It is a film that if you've ever wanted to make movies, you watch that and it screams you can make a movie. And I love it, love it, love it. And let's just talk about Knives Out 2, expected to come next year. It's filming this year, a couple months or a couple weeks from now in Greece. And some of the cast already that we have with Rian Johnson plays Epic that we talked about before last week was Dave Bautista, Daniel Craig, Catherine Hahn, Edward Norton, Janelle Monáe. And this week we got 2 more cast members. And the first one we'll talk about is Leslie Odom Jr. Now, he was just nominated for an Oscar for One Night in Miami. He's been on the Broadway play Hamilton. I've still not watched Hamilton to this date. I need to. It's on Disney Plus. I have no excuse at this point. But Leslie Odom Jr. was phenomenal in One Night in Miami. He's one of the best aspects of it. This is a fantastic actor. And it's funny, if you guys didn't know, there's this guy on Reddit who was either predicting or leaking who's being nominated. And so far, he has literally guessed every single person in order. And originally, he didn't have Leslie Odom Jr. He had Rami Malek, and then literally posted about it later and said, never mind, I'm going to say Leslie Odom Jr. Rami Malek is booked and can't star. Rami Malek would have been a good spot for this. Not going to lie. I would have liked Rami Malek too. But holy shit, Leslie Odom Jr. is a great choice for this all, and I adore him to pieces. So I'm super, super happy to see that Leslie Odom Jr. is getting this. If you guys did not get to see One Night in Miami yet, you really should, because it's one of the best films from last year, and it's just freaking phenomenal. And, of course, the other casting this week was Kate Hudson, who I feel like has not been in the limelight too lately. But I think, giving her a role like this, I think, when I think of Kate Hudson, I think a role that she could play in here, because she's a solid actress. I feel like she's going to be like a Toni Collette character in here, even though I love Toni Collette a little bit more. I feel like she could play that character actor type part that Toni Collette really fits so well. And she can either play that or she can be like the most dramatic thing that you can possibly imagine. So I'm really excited to see who and how they play it. So far out of this, I'm wondering who's dead, who's alive, who's calling them in for the murder. Those are going to be the fun things that we kind of get in here. And I'm curious to see how the cast rounds out at the end. Who else are we going to get? Are there going to be any other returning cast members? I don't think there will be. I have a feeling that Dave Bautista is actually going to be the main person in this group. Maybe even being the person that possibly is dead now. That would be interesting. But just because I think Dave Bautista has a lot more to him, or maybe he's one of the police members who calls Daniel Craig in. Bennett Blanc. I'm excited to see where this goes. And just seeing from the chat, Damian Scott says, I personally don't think Knives Out lived up to the hype. That sucks. But everyone's there. Eric Thorpe reviews Hamilton is really good. I've heard it. I've seen In the Heights. You should definitely watch In the Heights if you like Hamilton. It's great. Newt, can't wait for Knives Out 2. Too bad only Daniel Craig is returning. I love some of the characters and actors that showed up in the first one. I did too. And I always had the idea, what if they took those actors and just put them in the movie again, but switched all the who they're playing and different. I know that would have been funny and clever, but again, I like the direction they're going now. They're big all-star cast. The thing is, though, those characters were done. Ana de Armas' story done. Chris Evans done. I can't imagine any of those. I feel like everyone's story kind of went out in a good manner. As much as I'd love for someone to show up, I do like that they're going with a full new cast. Eric Thorpe, I can't get into One Night in Miami so far. I don't know. It just seems like he had another Oscar bait movie without much personnel. Totally disagree. Totally disagree. And look who is here.
I'm here. I've arrived. Thank you for taking care of it so far, my friend.
You're welcome. Real fast. Let's take Eric Thorpe's question. Then I want to get your thoughts on this casting. So he says he can't get into one. Dude, it is not an Oscar bait movie. At all. Personality, man. I think you're crazy. That movie is filled to the brim with personality. It's such an excellent script, written by the same guy who did Soul. Also written by the same guy who's also working on Spider-Verse 2. I mean, One Night in Miami for me is one of the best films of last year. It's a film that I thought I was going to watch and be like, this is good, but not my thing. You know what I mean? I don't really love the films of just people sitting around talking. Fucking adored it. Adored one. One Night in Miami is I don't want to compare it to it because it's like apples to oranges, but still in the same vein. When you look at Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's pretty much just a film about two people hanging out.
Yeah.
One Night in Miami is the same thing, just one night in Miami discussing some of the most important topics in that time and era. So, it works. It works when you have a great script. And Eric, I think you just need to be in the right mood. I honestly, that's a big part of it. If you're not in the right mood for a film like that, then it's not your cup of tea.
Yeah, I agree. I loved One Night in Miami.
Yeah, that was in your top 10 last year, right? Or no?
That was my either number 7 or number 8.
It was in my honorable mentions, but yeah.
I wish it would have been more Oscar baity. Because
Probably
that would probably mean it got more Oscar noms. But yeah, I don't know what part of the film you're at, because Eric mentions so far, but I hope it grows on you. There's a scene on a rooftop, man, that is fucking incredible.
He's only seen the first 20
dialogue. Minutes. Oh, the first 20 minutes. Give it a bit more time. But I love the addition of Leslie to Knives Out. Good shout on starting with that topic instead of the
I wanted to get
one.
you for Warner. I wanted to get you for WarnerMedia.
Yeah, I am not the biggest fan of Kate Hudson. Never been. Don't think she's an awful actress, but it was kind of funny.
I think she's gonna play like a character actress, like a Toni Collette character. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just found it was funny that in the same week that Leslie Odom Jr. is announced, Kate Hudson is also announced, and they just co-starred in one of the worst movies I have ever seen recently in music, the Sia movie.
Cats. Was it Cats?
Someone
said Cats.
No, music. Directed by Sia.
I never saw that. They were both
you don't
in
need
there?
to.
They were both in there?
Yeah, they were.
I heard it was terrible.
It is.
Offensive.
It is.
And offensive.
Well, I can speak for offensive. I'm not autistic. I don't. I mean, I knew someone who was, but that person died. Yeah, no, don't watch it, Zach. Don't waste your time.
It's fine.
It was just funny to me. It stood out to me that these are the two main stars outside of Maddie Ziegler. These are the two main stars of
right now.
the Sia movie.
Real fast, who do you think's the main star out of these, or do you think they haven't casted them yet?
Well, obviously it's Daniel Craig, but outside of him,
who's that Ana de Armas character?
You gotta think it's one of the first people they announced. So probably
I'm thinking Dave.
Probably a Batista or an Edward Norton.
Yeah. Who do you think's the murder, the death, the one who
when
died?
When you brought that up
yet?
When you brought that up, because I wasn't here, but I was still listening because I was putting everything together, preparing.
So who
all the
dies?
setup. I had never thought about it until you brought it up, so it's a great question to bring up. I I don't know if we know who dies yet.
What
I
if it's
really
Kate
don't know.
Hudson? What if it's Kate Hudson?
Could be. Could be. Who do we have? We have Edward Norton,
Janelle
Dave
Monáe,
Bautista,
Leslie Odom
Janelle
Jr.,
Monáe,
Edward
Leslie
Norton,
Odom
Catherine
Jr.
Hahn, Dave Bautista so far.
Huh. I
don't
thought
think
there
it's
was one more. I thought there was one more guy in there
Let me
for
see,
some
I can
reason.
check.
But
Yeah.
no, it makes sense because it started last week, and then Friday we didn't have a casting, so Catherine Hahn, Janelle Monáe,
Yeah, that's all there
Edward
is
Norton,
right now.
Bautista, and now Leslie and Kate. I'm gonna stand back on this one, Zach. I don't know if we already have the casting for the person who dies. What if this time it's an attempted murder, and it doesn't happen?
Oh. Or the murder already happened, or what if they're lying?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
I mean, the thing is we're going off the first film, but if it's Ryan Johnson's never done a fucking Well, he's made a sequel.
What
to a
if
movie,
two
but he's
people
never-
die?
Yeah, I mean that's.
What if they die along the movie? What if as the movie goes,
I
more
will
and more
say,
people die?
Okay, I know we talk about every week. Who do we want to see in this film? Give someone new that you didn't say from last week. I have
Last
two.
week I said last week I said Jamie Foxx, and then I don't remember who else I said. To be
I don't
honest.
remember either, but feel free.
Let me look around to my shit.
The
see if I have
original
any
Red
idea.
Ranger. Would you love the original Red Ranger to show up?
No, not really. Maybe if Jason David Frank, the White Ranger, Red Ranger, Green Ranger, all the Rangers, if he showed up, that'd be cool. But you know what? Speaking of Power Rangers, let's have someone from the Power Rangers movie. Let's have Naomi Scott on this movie.
Good pick. Or
Yeah.
what's the main guy? What's the main
Dacre?
guy? Yeah, I would love him. I would
Dacre,
love
yeah.
him. Yeah,
He'd
I
be
love.
awesome.
He is Stranger Things season 3. He should have been nominated for an Emmy. He was that fucking good in that season. He was so good. Okay, for me, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I want Joseph Gordon-Levitt in this damn film so bad. It's not even freaking funny at this point. He needs to be in the movie. And I saw what he ended up following Florence Pugh now.
Yep.
Which, if
did.
Florence Pugh is in the film, she's the Ana de Armas of this. Like, she is that main character, I believe.
If she's in the movie, I would say she's the killer.
Really?
Yes.
I was gonna say if Jessica Chastain's in the movie, I think she's the killer.
Because if you cast her as like the innocent person who Daniel Craig trusts, and who knows if we're gonna have a character like that at all in this one. But if you do that
it
with
might just
her
be from his
specifically,
perspective this entire time.
true. But if you do like that companion person that knows the rest of the crew, quote unquote, or the family, however you wanna call it, I think it'd be way too similar to Ana de Armas. If there's another young woman accompanying Daniel Craig who's very innocent,
Yeah, that's true.
and naive, I think you need a new dynamic in this one. So maybe like let's say Edward Norton is the guy who is innocent and who accompanies Daniel Craig throughout most of these, but maybe as a person he's a total asshole. Maybe he's completely innocent, but he's a fucking dick throughout this movie. I would love to see that dynamic. I would love to see that fucking dynamic.
You know who else I would love to see in this? Andrew Garfield. I would love to see Andrew Garfield in Knives Out.
Dude, I still Knives Out 3. I want the entire cast of The Office. I want Steve Carell, I want Rainn Wilson, Jenna Fisher, John Krasinski, Craig Robinson, Creed.
Dude, I just want. What the fuck has Steve Carell been doing? He hasn't made a film.
He's doing the morning show.
He's still. I never seen the first season, so
I've never seen the show, but I know he's one of the main stars, at least from what I understand.
Let me look. Is he? Okay, yeah. So he's in season 2. Okay. That's still crazy to me.
Yeah.
I mean, God, man, beautiful boy, and then after that, he just kind of stopped. I mean, I'd probably stop too if they didn't fucking take my fucking movie seriously. Did I ever tell you about my screener for that movie?
I don't think so. Maybe you did, but I don't remember.
Dude, when I saw it at a press screening, the guys behind me were laughing the entire time, going, "Oh my God, it's Michael Scott." Like the whole time. These press members.
Yeah.
Dude, I told him to shut the fuck up twice. I literally turned around and I said, "Can you please just shut the fuck up?" And dude, so because the rep, because for that one, the rep was outside on the phone, and then she'd like pop in. And dude, when I left, I was so fucking pissed. Let me just tell you, they were never invited again to a press thing.
Good.
Yeah, I because I wasn't the only one that complained. Everyone was so fucking pissed. It was just a joke. Like, do not do that. Do not do that.
For sure. So. What's your verdict on the double casting this week?
I'm knighting it. I like both of them.
Yeah.
I like both of the casting. Yeah. Kate Hudson, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of her, but I like her. She's a good good actress, and you know, let's just see what happens next. You know, I trust Rian Johnson with whoever he trusts. He could literally cast like one of the worst actors ever, and I would probably still trust him. You know,
Tommy Wiseau,
dude.
He'd be fucking amazing in a Knives Out movie.
Yeah, he would. All right, let's jump back to the. You're knighting this too, right?
I'm knighting it as well. Like you, I get. Kate Hudson is not a casting that gets me excited, but I'm also not against it.
I would love real fast. Elsie Fisher from 8th grade, or Bo Burnham. One of those two would be awesome. So
Bo Burnham's new special coming in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it.
I was never a big fan of Bo Burnham.
Really?
His specials and his comedic chops. Not that I think he's bad. It's just not my type. But I'm kind of very curious about this.
He filmed it all inside his apartment.
Exactly.
That's what's insane to me.
Kind of. After seeing that he can be a director, and you know, I didn't love 8th Grade. I think it's a good movie. It's solid. It's fine. But I just didn't love it. But I now want to see that in what he did for this special, all alone in his home, no crew, etc.
And Netflix bought it. I mean, Netflix buys a lot of shit, but
true. Netflix, we buy everything.
Yeah, but we won't renew certain shows. That's fine, like Dark Crystal,
Mindhunter.
Yeah, that too.
All right. Do you wanna get to the?
Yeah. You kick this off. You kick this off.
I was gonna say you kick it off because I have to look for it. For a quick second.
Well, I only know they sold it. I mean, that's all I know. AT&T is sold off. I don't really get all the fine details of it all.
So basically, I apologize. That was publicity as I'm opening the video to see the fucking topics, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, I didn't say thank you guys for being here when I arrived, so thank you guys for being here, everyone. Make sure if you watched last week's recommended movie of Alien vs. Predator, you'll let us know your thoughts in the live chat. This week, Zach will eventually recommend a film, so if you want to start thinking about it right away, feel free. But AT&T has sold WarnerMedia to Discovery for a big merger. Basically, the Discovery Plus streaming service, they want to put that together with the HBO Max streaming service, as if Warner's streaming services were not confusing enough already. They've run into a lot of issues as far as going international, clearly, because HBO Max does not exist anywhere else in the world. They've apparently not made an effort. And look, I'm sitting here talking about that side of Warner Brothers because the recent relationship I have created and now I'm cultivating with Warner Brothers UK as far as press screenings and all that sort of stuff is concerned, Warner Brothers UK has been tremendous. And I've always loved Warner Brothers as a company until last year when they made that decision.
I love the studio.
It's
all the upper people at this point. It's the
AT&T people. It's not even
because Warner Brothers. I mean, back in the day, they were one of the best studios, but it's always been who's on top of them, like who's controlling them. And you know, this is exactly what we talked about when we were saying we were worried about Disney. You know, is Disney gonna do the same shit? You know, and hopefully not, because Disney ain't gonna get fucking. So the only company that will ever buy Disney is Apple, and I don't think that'll ever fucking happen. But I think they've even talked about. Apple's literally the only company that could probably buy Disney and be fine. But, you know, AT&T selling off, because who has it now? Discovery, or like they merged, or what? Like, what is it? They merged? Ren, you okay? Ren?
So they merged, so they're selling everything Warner, essentially. So AT&T, it's basically like when Disney bought Fox. Now imagine if Disney sold Fox again to someone else. So that's basically what happened with AT&T. They want to sell everything that is Warner. They sold everything that is Warner to Discovery for this big merger to put both their streaming services together.
I didn't even know Discovery
In many
got
ways,
that
I've
money.
seen people compare like us with Disney Plus having National Geographic, and now Warner is going to have Discovery. But apparently, Discovery as a whole is much bigger than Warner itself.
That's insane to me because I would have never thought about that. But whatever, you know, I'm really excited to see what they can do. I hope they kind of get Warner Brothers back on track with their choices. Could be wrong. You know, they made some announcements that we'll talk about in a second, but I think for me, the biggest aspect of it all is I'm just, you know, when it comes to the AT&T, the whole time with Warner Brothers, it just didn't really work for me. I think they made some dumb choices. I think the biggest choice being all movies will release on HBO Max instead of theatrically, which I think has been good and bad for the most part. I think it has, like, I'll go back on some words I said where I think it was the dumbest thing. I think it's dumb because they should have done it for half the year, seen how it went, and if the world's still shit, then flipped it back. Or just done the smaller movies, or of some nature, or done it after 45 days or something like that. Because I feel like, again, like Suicide Squad should not be premiering on HBO Max in theaters the same day. That should be a movie that's straight up in theaters only. So, you know, I'm interested to see what they do with it. They made some good announcements so far, or some things that are out there, but we'll see. Ren, are you gonna night this or?
I think I'm sending it out.
I'm gonna hold it off. I'm gonna leave it outside
gonna hold
for a
it
while.
off too. Yeah. By the way, I'm noticing a problem right now. For some reason, I was kicked out, and now previous comments are not showing up. So Zach, this is the most recent comment I see. So until we get to this,
recent comment. That's the most recent comment.
Okay, until we get to this, then on the live questions, I think you'll have to take care of looking at the questions, or I'll look on my phone.
That's fine.
Don't worry about it. Just on StreamYard is not showing to me, so I apologize for that, guys. I will not be able to bring some questions up, but we'll for sure still answer them. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Real fast though, there is a rumor going around that the president of Discovery loves Zack Snyder Justice League. Just saying, like that's a rumor right now. I'm gonna be honest with you guys though, like Zack Snyder's not coming back.
And he shouldn't.
He shouldn't. And honestly, at this point, like anyone that Warner Brothers, or I want to say AT&T burned, or whoever was in charge at the time, honestly, I wouldn't want to come back either. If I was Henry Cavill, I wouldn't want to come back. The only reason they all came back to help with Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League, is because they like Zack. I mean, that's really it. That's all it is. So, all right. Let's get to topic number 3. I love this one, Ren. A film that you and me are very much clamoring for, hoping that it doesn't premiere at Cannes or Venice because we can't be there and we want to see it. And that is Dune. Dune, the most anticipated film of 2021, almost last year as well. Denis Villeneuve's brand new film, brand new sci-fi epic, which could probably be the next Lord of the Rings franchise for this movie sphere. It's rumored that it could be released theatrically because Deadline broke the news. But then the HBO Max and Warner person on social media came out and said that is not true. It is still premiering day in, day out in the United States on HBO Max and theaters. Now, Deadline never gets shit wrong. They rarely get stuff wrong. But the thing about this news, it was buried in an article that had nothing to do with it. It had to do everything with other Warner Brothers stuff. So it had to do with it's not even officially announced that it's going to Venice, but like they broke in there that it's going to Venice. So this is what I think. I think it wasn't the big topic for them. I think the other topic was, but for us movie fans, this was the major topic. So that's what everyone started talking about. I think it still does go theatrical. I honest to God think I think it'll do the 45-day thing. I think that's exactly what we're going to see here. It'll be the 45-day thing. And I'm going to be honest with you. I still think, depending on how, in the United States especially, how the CDC stuff is going, how social distancing, because there's rumors by June, they might go 100% occupancy. They might go 100% occupancy by end of June. I have a feeling Suicide Squad might premiere just in theaters only too. I think it's fair. Another film that a lot of us are not talking about that's also coming out this year is The Matrix. That is another one that I think should only premiere in theaters. But I have a feeling Suicide Squad might be the one that kicks that thing off to see how it goes. And then if Suicide Squad does good, again, Dune and Suicide Squad are completely different movies, but as a big blockbuster, I think they would look at that and be like, okay, we're fine. I just think it depends on how these films start to do. So I think next week's going to be an important date. You know, if Quiet Place 2 and Cruella do really, really good in the same weekend, I'm not saying they need to make like $50 million each, but if they do like 25 to 30, 40, that's good. Then let's see how Fast 9 does here. Fast 9 is killing it in China, even though fuck you guys for posting the ending on TikTok. Fuck you guys for posting it on TikTok. He even points
the middle finger.
I am still... Ren, I'm still fucking livid that I saw the ending of the film. Dude, it's literally the last shot. Because it's... You know how a Fast and Furious movie ends. Everyone knows how it ends. It's always the same fucking thing. The same music, blah, 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 blah. But in that moment...
Barbecue.
Yeah. You know, we all know it's how it... But there's certain things that happen in that scene that I'm like, oh, this is like from... I thought it was from Fast 8 or something. And then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And then the final thing happened, and I'm like, I hate people. I fucking... No spoiler warning, no nothing. So stupid. So dumb.
Disrespectful.
Fuck you. Fuck you, man. Anyways, I think Dune still goes theatrical. I think Deadline found out something and it's just not announced officially. And that will be something that gets its own big announcement. I think when it is announced that it's going to Cannes or Venice. Mm-hmm. That's my personal opinion. And I'm wondering if it is allowed to go to those festivals, if it has to be in theaters first. I wonder if those things are pushing for that too.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I think you're right, because if I'm not mistaken, the WB person who came out to say, no, that's actually not accurate, all they said was, we haven't made a decision yet.
Yeah.
They didn't say, no, it's actually going day-to-day release, day and date release. So I like that, the possibility of that. Like, if it was coming to day and date release, you would just say, no, it's actually coming to both cinemas and HBO Max on the same day. But it didn't say that. He or she, I can't remember.
It's a she.
It's a she. Okay, I apologize.
I think
so. She didn't say that. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing that she didn't entirely say it will absolutely not go just theatrical. But you brought something really interesting, Zach. You brought up something really interesting that doesn't just include Warner Brothers, but everything. 45 days. 45 days. Paramount put the nail on this coffin. The 90-day theatrical window is dead
gone
and buried. It's not coming back. It's done for every single film from any single studio. You will have 45 days to watch movies in theaters, and then they're gone. Now,
well,
I'm still optimistic. Yes, I'm still optimistic that we can maybe eventually one day get back to a 90, maybe not even a 90-day, but we can maybe extend 60. The theatrical release to like 60, 70.
Because
maybe
the thing
hopefully
back to the 90 days real fast is, even though it's 45 days, it can still play in theaters. It just opens the option that it'll go VOD or streaming. Mm-hmm. So like Quiet Place. Quiet Place is 45 days. After 45 days, it is allowed to be on Paramount Plus. Honestly, 45 days doesn't piss me off. That's a lot of time. And in today's scenario, most movies make their money back first 2 weeks. After that,
sure,
it's very rare. I mean, we're in a weird age where staying power is a little bit stronger. Look at Raya. Dude, Raya's still in the top 5 in the United States, and it's out on 4K. It's about to hit Disney Plus out here. I mean,
Sure.
I got the fucking movie right here. You know, like it's insane to me.
Nice. Is our friend's quote and
no, not in the United States. Nope,
No.
it's someone else.
Oh,
it's
man.
someone else. I got so excited, I went to go buy it, and it wasn't on there. I was like,
Oh,
but it's
man,
the
that
exact
sucks.
quote, just from someone in the United States.
Oh man, damn it.
So it's like,
damn it!
It's like close to that same quote. So, but yeah,
Okay.
for anyone who doesn't know, David Lee, the greatest Australian, one of the
Dave Lee
greatest
down under.
Australian
Yes.
YouTubers who talks all animation, and other things. Go subscribe to him. He's great. But
he does
yeah,
wonderful content.
you know, I think Dune will be released theatrically. I think there's no way in hell it doesn't. I think if you want to appease
I'm with
Denis
you.
Villeneuve as well, unless
If you wanted to
let me-
make a second one, and if you want to give yourself a chance to make a second one, you release it.
That's what I was gonna say. Unless they go, hey, this film, we're gonna do both, but we guarantee you'll get a sequel, no matter what. We'll do a sequel. I think
Okay.
in that instance,
I can see
Denis
that.
might say yes, because he was signed on for 2.
Yeah.
Apparently, this movie is only half of the first book, from what I'm understanding. So we'll see. And then they want to do a show as well. So I mean, they have a lot riding on this. So, but it's also Warner Brothers. So I mean, it's like
Who
putting on
knows?
different pairs of clothing and changing a baby's diaper. It's every couple of minutes, man. All right.
true.
I'm
not in it though.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not giving anything to this until I hear it's 100%
Really?
true.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe
Because
I'm sending this one away.
Dude, it's just like, because Batman's gonna be 45 days, which is fine. Again, I'm not mad at the 45-day window. I'm more mad when it premieres the same fucking day on a streaming service, or because that just takes away from everything. Like, I get what Disney's doing with Disney Plus Premiere Access, and I think actually, weirdly enough, Premiere Access makes people want to go to the theaters instead. I don't know about you. I'd rather pay $12, $20 if I'm paying for my girlfriend.
That's what I'm doing. I've already booked tickets for Cruella. In the theater.
You would rather see that in which honestly,
I mean, I could see. Maybe I'll get a
pretty much the
screener. Maybe I
embargo's
won't. I still don't know. But
yeah, the embargo's not. I can't say anything.
But I could very well pay the $30 and watch it in the morning, first thing in the morning, Friday. But I'd rather go to the theater and just watch it in the evening. Maybe I won't get many views because my review will be up very late. But you know what? I'd rather watch a movie in the theater than.
That's how I felt, dude. They gave us the option. I said, I'm going to the theater. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I want to see it in theater. I will say I can only say what I said in my social media embargo. You should see the film. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say right now. You should see the film. If you like I, Tonya, especially, the directing is.
Told you.
Really...
I told you.
I know. You said something.
All right.
I'm glad you told me that though,
move-
because honestly, I told the rep, I was like, if I didn't know I, Tanya's director was doing this, I don't know if I would have came. I probably would have watched it at home. But his directing it. I mean, he's such a great director. Honestly, like
he is.
He infuses Scorsese isms, but like kind of makes them his own in every film.
Wow. Okay.
You don't think so? You don't think so?
I never noticed it. I thought you were talking specifically about Cruella, but it never jumped out at me.
Cruella, has some, but I, Tonya does too. So like, I think he grabs it and very much runs with it. But yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the next topic. Also a Warner-focused topic. The last topic is also Warner-focused. The penultimate topic is just. It involves someone who has worked for Warner. But it has been announced, ladies and gentlemen, that a new Batman animated series is coming. It's on its way from Bruce Timm, Matt Reeves, and J.J. Abrams. This is set to redefine the mythos of the Batman. It's set to be somewhat connected to the animated series, so I'm not sure if it's going to be a continuation, if it's going to be a reboot, a reinvention of it. But Zach, Batman probably has the greatest animated superhero show of all time, like arguably the greatest.
Two. Two. Batman
two.
Beyond and Batman animated
but
series.
the animated series specifically is like number one for So many people, like at
Yeah,
least
I
8
saw
out of
your
10 people.
yeah, I saw your tweet yesterday. It was like take one, delete the others. It was Power Rangers, the original Spider-Man, the original
But it was
X-Men,
just
and
for the
Batman
opening
Beyond.
theme. It was just for the opening
Oh,
theme.
I thought it was the entire
Yeah.
show. But in that
No.
contrary, which one would you get rid of? Or which one would you keep? Power Rangers? Okay, let's take Power Rangers out because Power Rangers isn't animated. So X-Men, because
Okay.
I would say that the top three, I mean, you could also probably throw Marvel's Avengers, that original one they did, or Justice League Unlimited, but let's just stick to these three because
Yeah.
they're kind of all in the same era.
Okay.
Batman the Animated Series, Spider-Man from the 90s, or X-Men.
Oh, you changed Beyond to the animated series.
Yeah,
Shit.
let's get Beyond, because Beyond gets a little bit easier, even though Beyond's probably my favorite out of them all. I love Beyond so much.
Oh man, I fucking love that Spider-Man show. Is still the best.
It's
Spider-Man
so
show.
good. It's so good.
The X-Men show
And
is
then
the
the
best
X-Men's
X-Men
great.
thing. Oh,
You get one, you delete the rest
man.
forever.
Well, I'll say this: even
They're all great.
because if you delete X-Men, even though it's not as good, you still have X-Men Evolution, also a great animated show.
I never saw that one, but
It's pretty good, dude. It's pretty good. Like
Okay.
very different. It's not as good as the '90s X-Men, but it's still a really good show.
okay.
So I think that one gets easier to delete, and because the final season of that show is like, I love the show, but it's awful. That final season
Yeah.
was awful.
I actually hope they get the sequel series done at Disney Plus because I think that's
Same. Same.
I'm gonna go gut and just say Batman. Even though I love Spider-Man, it's like hedge and hedge. The thing is about Batman is we have so many Spider-Man series that are at least good, where Batman animated series I feel like are very hit or miss after that.
I feel the same about Spider-Man and Batman series. Like, those are the ones, you know.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Ultimate Spider-Man, but it's clearly on a much
You don't
playing
like
on a much lower
Spectacular?
level. No, I never cared for Spectacular. I know it's very popular. I know a lot of people love it, and
I love
if you love it, if
Spectacular.
you're watching this
I
right
love
now and you love
Spectacular.
Spectacular, I'm not yucking on your yum. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah, I'm going Batman, man.
I'm going Batman, especially because the '90s show, as much as I love it, it also gave us Spider-Man Unlimited, which is god awful. But yeah, so what do you think about this new show, Zach? Are you excited? What do you think it's going to be?
So honestly, the first thing I saw was Matt Reeves and JJ, I was like, oh shit, are they doing like a Pattinson animated Batman? You know, to flesh out the world more. It doesn't seem like that's what it is. I mean, we could be wrong. We don't really know much details on the story or anything like that. I really think Matt Reeves is just all in on the Batman, man. I think he's like, this is my fucking baby. And you know, do you think he does it? Do you think we get the trilogy or no? From Matt Reeves.
Right now, I think so. Yeah.
I get worried, man.
I think
get
he
worried.
could become. I think he could become for Batman what Dave Filoni has become for Star Wars.
Really? I would love
Yeah.
that. I mean, I would
think
flat
so.
out love that. If he was. Because dude, could you imagine if Matt Reeves, like, not just Batman, but like created his own DC stuff in that universe?
Yeah.
Superman, Wonder Woman. Dude, I would absolutely shit my pants of excitement. Like,
I would love it, but I think he wants to keep focused on the Batman, and whatever he wants to do, I say that's the right thing to do.
do you think JJ's Superman, the one that he's producing, should be in this world?
No,
Not loosely
really.
connected. Loose, but no.
no. I think maybe if you want to give some, if you want to open the Batman's world, I say you have some sort of access to the Superman world multiverse-wise, but they're not actually on the same world itself. Just
Okay.
the multiverse connects
Well,
them.
fair enough. And I think, you know, I'm excited for this. Let me just hear the story of what they're doing.
Yeah.
What's the new world? Because Matt Reeves' Batman film feels very heavily inspired by Batman the Animated Series. From the look, the aesthetic, the vehicles, the villains. So I'm excited. I'm all in for this. Let's just see what we're doing. I'm knighting it.
I'm with you. I'm knighting it as well. One last question, though, Zach. Do you bring back Kevin Conroy?
No.
Do you cast? No, you cast someone new. Who do you
Yeah,
cast?
I think I love. I saw someone say Nicholas Hoult. He was super close to the role, so why not put him as the voice? Nicholas Holt's a great actor, and I think he'd be a good voice actor. I think weirdly enough, I think they are going to go high profile names though for this.
I had someone, and now let me say this: this actor is awesome. I love this actor. I would not choose him to be a live action Batman. Okay, but for a voice, and I'm not saying I won't accept if they cast anyone else. I'm not saying that, but Jon Bernthal as our animated Batman.
That'd be awesome. You know who else I was gonna say too? Jake Gyllenhaal.
Ooh, no,
the voice.
No, because I want him to be the Joker in Matt Reeves' universe.
Oh, okay, that's true. Multiverse doesn't matter.
But it's not bad casting. If they cast him, I'll be super happy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else, like on a lower tier, who else could do it. Like if we're looking Harley Quinn animated show, people who they have in there.
Ooh. I mean, you could bring back Will Arnett, but have him play a serious Batman. I think he could very much do it.
Lego Batman, man, is so good.
Yeah.
So good.
You know what?
Justin Theroux. Yeah, I love
Justin
that.
Theroux.
Justin Theroux.
I can see that. I can see that. I hear he's doing a pretty good job on the Mosquito Coast series. But all right, let's move on to our penultimate topic, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
When Zach sent me this yesterday, I was cooking.
Busted.
I screamed. I busted a nut. There, I said it. I'm not ashamed. There can be only one, and if there can be only one, this right here is the prize. When Zach sent me this was just in talks, but in the meanwhile, apparently it was confirmed because the actor himself posted on Instagram, like he posted this caption, like he has taken on the role and he's doing it. Henry Cavill will play Connor MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod in the new Highlander reboot. I fucking love the original Highlander. Don't ask me about the other movies. They don't exist. They didn't happen. But Henry Cavill to star in Chad Stahelski's Highlander reboot. I am super eager to see this. We've been talking about this film for a while. Supposedly Ryan Reynolds was going to do it. I love Ryan Reynolds, but I never thought he was right for the role.
Yeah.
This is a marriage that I cannot wait to see. The action of Chad Stahelski being brought into a new reinvigorated version of the Highlander series, hopefully a series. This is nothing but super exciting to me. Zach, are you finally going to watch the original Highlander?
Yeah, I will. But I will tell you, I'm a little bit worried.
Why?
Not on this.
Okay.
Will the actual film get made? And when the fuck will it be made? Because right now, he's supposed to film John Wick Chapter 4 this year. Then he's supposed to do John Wick Chapter 5. Because wasn't that announced too? I'm pretty sure
they're shooting it back to back. So they gotta be done or almost done.
It's not even started yet.
It's not even started? It's gotta have started.
They're still in pre-production. They're still in pre-production.
No way.
I just looked it up right now. Yeah, they haven't started yet. What? They're filming this summer. Weird. Yeah, they're filming this summer.
Okay, they're filming this summer. So I think
but
maybe
that's not
Highlander
the only film he's signed on for. There's another one he was
Oh.
announced for earlier this year, and I don't know if you remember. Ghost of Tsushima. He was announced for.
Oh, yeah. I think that one will take a while.
So that's what I was going to say. They just, under Henry, there's also a new writer on this film. So that makes me think that Highlander will probably be his next film after John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a little bit worried because he's a busy director, man, and I want him to do both. Honestly, I want him to do Ghost and I want him to do Highlander. So let's see. But I'm knighting this. I'm really excited. I think Chad Stahelski, whatever, same fucking person, man. Chatty Chad. He's done great with the 2 John Wick films.
Yeah.
The 3 coming down the 4, 5. Personally, for me, I think he should have. I think 3 should have been the end, but they wanted to keep going, so that's fine with me. I want him doing something else, man. Like I love
I know
Chad,
what you
but
mean.
like
I know what you mean. Look,
I don't trust anyone else to do a John Wick film though. So
yeah, true. If Chad can't do it, and if you need to fast track this film, I say let Chad do Ghost of Tsushima, and get Gareth Evans to do Highlander.
Oh, see, I was. You know, it's funny. I was. I don't. To be honest, no one will do Highlander but him, and I only say that because this is his passion project.
Awesome. I don't mind that whatsoever. I'm just saying,
in the end of the day,
case Chad can't do it.
Can I be honest? In the end of the day, I don't think he ends up doing Ghost.
Maybe just producing?
Maybe. I wonder who's his team up buddy that did Deadpool.
David Leitch.
I wouldn't be surprised if David ended up coming on Ghost.
Okay.
Or if they get someone else, like a Gareth Evans, to do Ghost. Mm-hmm. Because I think Gareth Evans is probably the better director out of all of them. Just saying. I think I love their action, but I still think they need to tell story in a certain way. Where Gareth Apostle really showed me that he can do both.
Apostle really showed me that he can do horror. I didn't love Apostle. I think it's really good.
I loved it.
It's really good.
Netflix,
really good.
Please release your movies on Blu-ray. Please.
Yes.
All of them.
Also, where's the final season of Daredevil? I have the first 2 seasons. Where's the third one?
You can buy it illegally, Ren.
I don't want to. I need that beautiful slipcover, that beautiful, gorgeous artwork.
No,
even Amazon is throwing out The Boys Blu-rays.
There's a company that does it all. It's illegal, though. You can buy Defy Bloods, too.
Yeah.
It's based in the UK, too.
No. Well, I'm doing it legally. I'm going to force Netflix to release them. But yeah, I'm noting this too. I'm super happy for Henry Cavill. I cannot wait to hear Henry Cavill speaking in a Scottish accent. Zach.
What if they don't? What if they don't make it Scottish?
They gotta make him Scottish because he's Conor McLeod.
Does the first one
Clan
still
McLeod.
hold up? Does the first one still hold up?
It's much slower and not as epic as you expect, but it's got a fucking killer soundtrack. The action sequences are fucking awesome. It's got an amazing scene-chewing villain played by Clancy Brown.
Who do you want to play the villain in this?
Last year, we did a pitch, actually, and I talked about my pitch for a Highlander reboot. I'm going to keep Florian Montiano, who's going to be in Shang-Chi. He was in Creed 2. He was the son of Drago. I think he could very well be a Kurgan. If not him, Winston Duke would be an amazing Kurgan. Yeah. And then people are going to say, oh, it doesn't make sense because he's black and black people weren't around that area and that point. It's a fucking movie about fucking immortals that you can only kill if you cut their head off. Who the fuck cares? Nobody cares. You shouldn't care. But yeah, Winston Duke would be... I want like a big man. I want a big guy to...
You want a big man to sit on you?
No, to play the Kurgan.
What if John Cena?
I don't buy John Cena as a villain. There's a reason.
What about Dave Bautista?
Yes. I would love to see that.
He's the best. I can't state it enough. I had to argue with some guy in my comment section. Because I said in my Army of Dead review, he's the best wrestler go actor. I said The Rock's fun as shit, but he's the best wrestler to become an actor. And this guy goes, no, he's not. He's terrible. And I literally asked him, I said, what films have you seen him in? Dude, he stated everything other than all of his newest films. He stated Escape Plan 2, My Spy, fucking something else that I'd never even heard of, and something else. And then, dude, I literally said, Blade Runner, you're coming on Army of the Dead. You haven't even seen Army of the Dead yet. Dune, look at Dune. You know, like, he even said, I've never even seen Guardians of the Galaxy. Like... You're a fucking idiot. You are a fucking idiot. Like,
his point is mute.
Literally, I done. I digress. I knight this topic. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm with you. And yes, he's got to be Scottish. All right, our final topic, ladies and gentlemen. It was finally announced. I pitched this as a possible sequel to Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's not happening. I've been eager to see this as a movie for the longest time. If you haven't read the comics, you should read the comics because they're some of the best comics published by DC in the last decade. Injustice, Gods Among Us, is getting an animated film. Now, I am very... Let's get the negatives out of the way. There's a few negative points about this, unfortunately. I'm very half and half on the DC animated movies as of the past decade, in fact. I'm very half and half. Some of them can be really good, others can be completely forgettable, and there are a few ones that are just fucking atrocious. Most recent one, Justice Society World War II, pretty solid film. I really enjoyed it. I am not big into the new design and the new look of the animation that they're going with.
I don't
that
like
they're
the stuff
clearly
with Batman. I don't
that
like
they're
this stuff.
clearly maintaining. They started with Superman, Man of Tomorrow, I believe.
I
and now
have
they
that.
capped it, and now
I still
they
haven't
capped
watched
it with Justice Society. I think in Justice Society it really works because of the setting, the going back in time, old school feel and look to the animation really worked. I'm not excited about how it looks for the longer Halloween. Another negative thing, and I don't think it will work for Injustice, like this look, this feel, the Archer-like animation. I know it wasn't Archer who invented this look, this feel of animation, but it's what it's most known for, so I'm going to call it the Archer animation. And I don't think it works for Injustice, so I hope they change it up. I hope they go back, because the animation was never your fucking problem, DC, okay? Next, another problem I have... Not necessarily a problem, but I think this can maybe potentially hurt them. Zach, you know how they did The Dark Knight Returns in 2 parts? They're doing The Long Halloween in 2 parts. They did The Death of Superman in 2 parts. Injustice should be 2 parts. I would even say 3, but granted you don't want to do 3, and I understand. But Injustice should be 2 parts.
2 parts.
Whether you're adapting the game or adapting the comics, Year Zero, I think it should be 2 parts. Now, Zach, I know you haven't read the comics, or I assume you haven't read them, correct?
No.
Okay.
I've never read them. I've only played the games.
I think you should start, and you should do your fucking next 10 movies of the universe just Injustice, and they can all be completely different, I assure you. I think not only this should be 2 parts, you should start in Year Zero. You should have this movie in Year Zero, which is the first run of the comics, and then they went on and on and on. I think right now they're in Year 5 or something, and it's insane. I would have stopped, even though they're still good in their own right. I just think there's no need for them to exist at this point, because we have fucking 2 games, and maybe a third on the way that is rumored. But I think you should start with Year Zero, you then do the first game. Then if it goes well, you continue doing them. I think Injustice is so much more than 1 movie. That's why not only I think it should be 2 parts, I think you could craft an entire universe that is set on an Injustice world.
Yeah.
So that's my 2 cents. I'm very excited about this. I think it's about goddamn time they do Injustice in any way, shape, or form. And I think animation, since they seem to be overall riskier in terms of animation, they can go rated R, they can smash and blow heads up right in the screen. I think this is the right decision overall for them. Zach, how are you feeling about Injustice? And do you think you will finally read the comics, at least Year Zero, before the movie comes out?
The movie comes out this year, probably not. I'll be honest, probably won't.
No, it's coming out next year. It's coming out next year.
Then maybe. I'm really excited for this, but I'm honestly nervous. I haven't liked an animated DC film since loved one since the Dark Knight.
You didn't like Flashpoint?
I've never seen it. I have it.
Oh, Flashpoint is amazing.
That's what I've heard. So it's just like the recent ones. I was really excited for the Ninja Turtle one. Really excited for Batman Samurai.
I didn't see that one. Ugh.
I didn't watch Man of Tomorrow. I own that. Killing Joke. Fucking disappointment.
Oh, man.
Terrible. Fucking terrible. And I love that comic, so I was very disappointed in that. Batman The Long Halloween. I'm not getting my hopes up. I just read that for the first time. Not getting my hopes up on that one. I don't like the animation style whatsoever. So, in context, yes, really, really excited for this. Out of context, honestly, it's probably going to be ass. Or okay at most. You know what I mean? So let's see. Give me it. Also, why aren't these on HBO Max? Like all of them. Like I went on there and they're not all. You feel like all
Good question.
the live action. I don't know. It's all dumb. It's all stupid. But I'll night it for now. But I'm definitely more pessimistic on this.
I want to take a look at the universe, the animated universe from Flashpoint onwards, because that was the latest universe, and now they're starting again because Flash restarted it all after Darkseid War, Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. So Flashpoint Paradox is amazing. Justice League War is really solid. Son of Batman is fine, whatever. Assault on Arkham, really fucking good.
I have that one. I like that.
Throne of Atlantis, one of the biggest butcherings of an amazing storyline I have seen. The storyline in the comics is fucking stupendous, and the movie is just
for the movie. Movie's terrible.
Forgetful. Batman versus Robin, fucking hate it. How the fuck do you make the Court of Owls a secondary plot to just the Batman and fucking Damian Wayne squabbling? Hate it. Justice League Gods and Monsters, it's not exactly in the same universe, but it's really fucking good. Unless it's not the one I'm thinking of. Let me check.
Hey, what's the one?
Okay, yeah, it's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, it is.
Oh God, what's it? My girlfriend bought me it. I haven't watched it yet. I know she's not watching this, so she won't get mad. Oh fuck! It's the guy with the band-aids on his head. I don't want to get up to go look.
Deathstroke?
No, it's a Batman animated film. I'll look it up. Just keep going.
Okay.
I'll
Batman Bad Blood it's fine. Justice League versus Teen Titans. If you like Teen Titans, I'm sure you're going to love this one. To me, it just didn't work. Killing Joke.
How was Death of the Family?
Death of the Family is.
I have that one. I haven't watched it.
I can't. I didn't see it because it was one of those like choose your own adventure movies, and so I don't have access to it. But it should be really cool because it picks
Batman
up from.
Hush.
Batman Hush is really solid. I like it.
Okay.
They do a big change from the comics.
Okay.
But I really like it.
Okay.
Justice League Dark is really good. Teen Titans: The Judas Contract. I'm not a Teen Titans fan, so I slept on this one. But if you are, let us know your thoughts. Batman and Harley Quinn from Bruce Timm, set in the same universe as the animated show, is fucking awful. It's god awful.
You know what?
It's the worst.
That kind of worries me about the show. But
yeah. Batman Gotham by Gaslight, really cool. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad Hell to Pay, solid, really fun. Death of Superman, really good. Reign of Superman, the same. Justice League versus the Fatal Five, it's probably the best one since Flashpoint. Batman Hush is solid. Wonder Woman Bloodlines, it's fine. Didn't love it. Superman Red Sun, really solid, but it's an alternate universe. Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, I didn't care for it. I know there are a lot of people who like it. I was
Did you like
bored
the
and it was a
Deathstroke
waste
movie?
of potential.
The one?
Yes, I saw it. It's fine. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. I wanted to love it. It starts out really good and just becomes, it's fine. Superman Man of Tomorrow, I like the movie, but as I said, I don't care for the new style of animation. I didn't think it worked on this one, but then it worked on Justice Society. And Batman Soul of the Dragon it's disposable fun.
Okay. Is Red Sun good?
Red Sun is really solid. I really like Red Sun.
Okay. There's a lot. There's a lot I want to watch. I'll probably watch
Batman
Flashpoint.
Gotham by Gaslight. Flashpoint is one of the best for sure. But yeah, so
what do you think will be better, the actual Flash movie they're doing that's Flashpoint, or the animated Flashpoint Paradox?
Flashpoint Paradox is really fucking good. There's a part of me that wants to say I want the Flash live action movie to be better, but I don't think it's gonna be better.
Okay,
unfortunately.
Do you? Okay, out of all the comic book, let's play this game. Let's finish up this topic. I'm gonna night it, but I'm pessimistic on it. I'm sure you're nighting it. Okay. Comic book films 2022. We're gonna talk about. Okay, ready? You're gonna tell me which one's gonna be the worst film.
Okay.
Out of them, because there's a lot. So first we have this is out of order, but Doctor Strange, Aquaman 2, Spider-Verse 2, the Batman, Black Adam, Thor, Black Panther 2, Morbius, Captain Marvel 2, The Flash. That's it.
Okay.
I think I might have missed one, but that's it. That
I mean,
can
it's
see.
Morbius. It's fucking Morbius.
Over.
That's easy. As soon as you said Morbius, I'm like, okay, it's this one.
Okay, take out Morbius. Which one do you think could be the worst?
Give me the rundown again.
Doctor Strange, Morbius. The Flash, Batman, Black Adam, Thor, Black Panther 2, the Marvels, Aquaman 2, or Spider-Verse 2.
Saying the worst out of these, I don't think necessarily it's going to be bad, but I think it's very tight between the Flash and the Marvels.
Really?
Yeah. Which one do you think is going to be the worst?
I love Andy Muschietti, but I feel like I'm not going to like the Flash. I feel like I'm just going to like it. I feel like I'm just going to walk out. And I don't think it's his directing.
You and I know something about that movie.
Oh, yeah, the thing I told you. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
That we can't talk about.
Yeah,
but if it stays in that movie, it's going to get awful right from the start.
Yeah.
It might have changed by now. By now.
I mean, in context, it might work. You know.
No.
I asked because I needed to know if it was from the comics or not. And
I don't remember anything like that in the comics. It's not like I've read every single Flash comic ever, but no.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. I think it'll be fun, but I don't think it'll be a great film. Or I think it'll be a good film. Black Adam. I think Black Adam's gonna be a ton of fun. But the thing with The Rock is I love The Rock. He hypes up a lot of films and they don't hit for me sometimes.
Really? Okay.
Think about it. Skyscraper hyped the fuck out of that movie, and it was fine.
I liked it.
I liked it, but it was fine.
Yeah, it's not amazing.
But that's my thing. I don't think Black Adam's going to be amazing.
Okay.
I think the best comic book film for next year, honestly, I think it's still going to be the Batman. Hands down, going to be the Batman.
The top 3 will be Doctor Strange, the Batman, and Spider-Verse.
Oh, really? I was going to say Black Panther 2. I think Black Panther 2's or Thor.
Like, okay,
and I'm not
five.
A fan
top
of
5 will be Black
I'm not
Panther.
A fan of Ragnarok either.
Yeah,
so
me neither. You know that.
So,
but I love Thor as a whole and
But
Taika.
That's the thing. I trust this one more because Taika actually wrote the script for this. He didn't write Ragnarok.
And Christian Bale joined it. Christian Bale, like,
Natalie
I love
Portman
Christian Bale.
came back.
She came back. Christian Bale, he doesn't just join any movie.
He's very picky. He's very selective.
He's very picky.
So, I think Doctor Strange will be the most satisfying and most fun, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry. Thor will be the most fun. Thor will hands down be the most fun comic book film next year. The best one will probably be the Batman, Matt Reeves directing it. Doctor Strange will be the most insane and probably the event film of the year for me.
Yeah. Probably the most important film will be Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Do you want to hear a rumor I heard? It's not out there to the public, but I can talk about it because it's not like I'm breaking anything. No one told me. Well, someone told me this specifically, but it's not like. Let's just talk about it. So apparently after Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, there is going to be one more multiverse film, but they're going to announce it right after. That's what I've heard. Do you have any predictions of that?
Fantastic Four!
Well, do you have a prediction for what the event film could be? It's not an Avengers film. From what I... No, but it's a film that's not announced yet.
Oh.
It's a brand new film, like an event film that they have not announced that deals with the multiverse.
Doctor Strange and the Scarlet Witch, Electric Boogaloo.
Is Secret Wars multiverse?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
Because that's what was passed around to me. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. I think they might have to change the name because you then have... I understand that in the comics this happened, but I think having Secret Invasion and Secret Wars, that is one of those things that might be confusing.
A little bit confusing. Okay. But yeah, so that's what I've heard. I'm more leaning on Spider-Verse. I'm still more leaning that they're going to do a standalone Spider-Verse. That's just my opinion.
I get more excited for Secret Wars.
I don't know anything about that, so I don't. I don't know what it is.
There's two versions. One of them is very Spider-Man heavy. Spider-Man is the main character.
Okay.
It was
Maybe they
even
do a mix.
the final.
Maybe they do a mix.
It was even the final arc of the animated series. You can go right now to Disney Plus and watch like the final 5 episodes, and it's Secret Wars.
Okay.
And then there's a recent event called Secret Wars 2, which is amazing, by the way. It's really fucking good. But it's very Fantastic Four Doctor Doom focused.
Well, and this is what makes me excited, man, because everything I've heard is that No Way Home's insane, but Doctor Strange is even crazier.
But you know what happens in the Secret War, in this recent Secret Wars? There were a lot of like offshoots, mini series, like 8-issue series or 4-issue series that were all set in these different worlds. Like there's a world where Thor and Storm are married, and they live in an entire world filled with Thors, each one with their own Mjolnir and lightning powers. There's another world, Zach, where Tony Stark's technology gets out of hands, and it's called Armor Wars. That's the name of the miniseries. So everything is connected, man. Everything is connected.
You know what makes me think though? What if could be more connected than we think? If they end up doing Secret Wars. So
true. That's
just my opinion. I don't know. All I know is that everything I hear is Doctor Strange is absolutely fucking insane. Like whatever we see in No Way Home, Doctor Strange is even 10 times crazier. And the fact that again, we know like the only thing that came out this week or in the last few months about Doctor Strange is who the villain is now. Or one of the villains. Which makes me really excited because
I hope it's one of the villains.
I think it is. I think it is. I think it is. But yeah, man. Should we get to the live Ask Me Anything?
Yes, let's get to the questions. I'm just seeing if before this there's any questions because I can't see anything before that.
There was, but I'll just say if people want to ask questions, just put it. Let's go up.
So Joe Fletcher asks, oh yeah, Jack Alexander, good shout. Steve Carell did Irresistible last year, which was not good.
I saw that.
I didn't care for it. Joe Fletcher says, thoughts on Rangers of the New Republic no longer being in development.
Where's that at? You can't see that one on YouTube or on StreamYard?
No, I can't see. I can't.
That's weird.
I can see Joe's next question, which comes right after. Let's bring it up. Let's
thoughts
bring in Jace. I don't think it necessarily means that it's canceled, because otherwise they'd say it's canceled. Just no longer being in active development just means they're still not sure what they're going to do with Cara Dune. They're still not sure if they're going to recast or anything. That's my reading of it. How about you, Zach?
The story's always bigger than the actor. That's how I've always sat.
I agree.
On most films and TV. Sometimes that changes, there's certain cases, but in this case, honestly, like I know the rumor went around that they could do Hera, and I'm like, why don't you do Hera? I think unless Hera's showing up in Ahsoka, unless like it is really much a Rebels crew reunion for, which I'm kind of starting to get the feel that might be the thing going on, is that the Ahsoka series will be Ahsoka, Sabine, Zeb, Chopper, and Hera. For the most part, and maybe even Rex too. It's just for me on this in particular, I'm not, the only thing I was excited about was the fact that the father from Kim's Convenience, I was hoping he was going to be one of the main characters. Yeah, Appa. So I don't know. I don't really give a fuck though, to be honest about you with this. I really don't. It's one of my least most anticipated things for this entire thing that they were doing. I don't even know why they announced it. If they knew, like they knew Cara Dune was going to be in it, but they didn't say anything at the fucking event. It's like, why even announce the damn thing? You know what I mean? Like there was a couple other series that apparently they had in development they didn't announce. So like, I don't know. I don't think we see it though. I don't think we see it, and if we do, it's something completely different.
All right.
It sounds like Buzz Lightyear. It sounds like the Buzz Lightyear show, to be honest. Rangers of the New Republic, Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, same thing to me.
True. MJ asks, how long it takes until we see the next Justice League movie? Over 5 years, less than 10. How about you, Zach? I mean, if we're only talking about live action, because clearly next year we got a Justice League movie.
Honestly, fuck. Never. I honestly, 10, 15 years.
Really? So you're going over 10?
I unless they get their shit together. I'm being honest. I just, you know what?
Like,
let me tell you this.
5 years in Hollywood time is an eternity. That's why I'm saying I think over 5 years, but under 10.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest. There's one director I can see directing a Justice League film that is doing DC films right now. There's one. Patty Jenkins. That's it. That's the only. I can only see. Wow. I don't see James doing one. I don't see David F. Sandberg. I don't see the guy doing Black Adam. Maybe Matt Reeves. But again, that's 2, 3, 5, 8 years from now after he's done with his Batman trilogy. So I don't think we see one for a while. They're gonna set it up. They're gonna do whatever they can, but it's gonna be a while.
All right. Joe Fletcher asks, which movie do you think makes the most money, Fast 9 or Black Widow? Zach?
Worldwide Fast 9. Domestically, Black Widow.
I'm just going worldwide because domestic for me it's obviously totally different, but I'm going Fast 9 too. I think Black Widow will be the better movie, but I think Fast 9
Did you see what
makes
Fast
the
9's
most
Rotten Tomatoes score is right now?
No, I stay away. I never check Rotten Tomatoes.
Do you want to know?
I'm indifferent. I don't mind knowing, but sure.
33%.
Wow.
It's about to be the first. It's about to be the first rotten Fast and Furious film. None of them have been rotten. Not even the worst.
None of them?
Nope.
What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure. I'll go check, but last time I checked.
How did not? They're all rotten until 5. They all fucking suck.
No, the first one's good. I like the first one a lot. Wait, no, I don't know.
Point Break.
Come on, load. Stop being a piece of shit. Okay, wait. Someone's a dumbass then. Fast and Furious 4, 28%. Too Fast, Too Furious, 36%. Okay. Tokyo Drift, 37%. The first Fast and Furious, 53%. Then it goes into the
then it goes positive.
Which Hobbs and Shaw, Fate, Furious, Fast 6, Fast 5, Furious 7.
All right. Tony Movie Chappie, did you guys hear about Amber Midthunder? Fucking awesome name, by the way. Being cast as the lead for Dan Trachtenberg. I never know how to say his name. Predator movie Skulls. I don't know what the Skulls part means.
That's what it was originally titled. It was just titled Skulls, and then it got leaked that it was a Predator film. Because they were going to film it in secret. Cool. It was going to be like 10 Cloverfield Lane.
All right. Zach sent me the news yesterday. We didn't include it because it's not that big. It didn't get much traction. I don't know Amber apart from her having a fucking awesome name. I hope they leave the character with the same name because that's too good a name not to have.
She's playing a Native American, I think. I'm pretty sure she's playing a Native American character.
That's a Native American name, so keep it.
But I don't think I'm gonna say I really like this. I'm just really excited for a Predator film that's probably gonna be fucking good. I like almost all the Predator movies, but like nothing's as great as the first one. And Rodriguez's 3 is fun. I like it, but like it didn't hit everything it needed to be. The marketing was such fucking lying with that one scene completely not even being in the movie with all the tracker marks. The last one was an abysmal mess. It was fun, but it was an abysmal fucking mess. As a Predator movie, they wrote the script with Arnold being in it, and then Arnold told them no, so they had to literally rewrite the entire third act because they didn't know what the fuck they were gonna do, and then that film just got cut to shit. So yeah.
All right.
So
lots of talks about the DC animated movies. Christian Eulenberg, our good friend, says that Death in the Family was bad, Zach. So
damn.
I don't know. It starts from Under the Red Hood, which is probably my favorite out of them all. but apparently it's bad. So thank you for letting us know, Christian. Eric Thorpe liked Batman and Harley Quinn. Dude, I'm very happy you found enjoyment in it. I'm really I'm jealous that you like it, because I hated what they do to Harley as a character in that film. What she has become, and especially because it was Bruce Timm, the guy who created her, and very happy you liked it, man. Just for me, it didn't work at all. Justice League Dark Apocalypse War was awesome. Many people enjoy. I'm in the minority. Don't get me wrong. I'm in the minority when I say I didn't like that movie. Batman Under the Red Hood was amazing. It was, but that one is not from the same universe, because the well, not current anymore, but the previous universe, the most recent universe, starts in Flashpoint and ends in Apocalypse War. But like in every animated movie that they've made, Under the Red Hood is the fucking best. And Eminesy and Scott also enjoy the Teen Titans one, Zach, so don't be deterred from watching that one. Newt, my good friend, if you could reboot or make a direct sequel to a 70s, 80s, 90s movie franchise, which would you choose? Oh, Zach, any ideas?
I was gonna say Die Hard, like an actual good sequel to it.
I mean, Die Hard 3 is fucking awesome.
No, 2 and 3 are fine, but like I mean after that, like if you want to bring
I
it
like
to like
3
a
and
modern
4.
area,
3 and 4 is fucking awesome.
70.
You know what? I want a sequel to the 1995 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. Just bring the whole cast back. They're old now and they're passing the torch onto a new generation of Rangers. Let me pick something else. What would I pick?
Oh,
That's a
I
really
got
great
it.
question.
I found it out.
Okay,
the Muppet movie, but I wanted the Muppets with guns.
Oh my god. That's an amazing idea, not gonna lie.
Yeah, see? Pretty Woman 2.
Showgirls 2.
Dirty Dancing 2.
Basic Instinct 2. No, they did that
Top
already.
Gun 2. Wait, that's happening.
Oh, yep.
Blazing Saddles 3.
No! Keep Blazing Saddles as it is, please.
Boys in the Hoods 4.
Never
but there
seen
would
the
be no
first
sequels in between there. I would do Reservoir Dogs, but I would film the heist.
Ooh.
The Matrix 2.
Start over with the reboots.
The Sixth Sense, but without the ghost.
The Sixth Sense, but good. I would do that one. Or do a final chapter for Unbreakable that it actually is good, you know.
It is good.
That's also great. No, but that's 2000s. That's
I want a
2000s, so
Jaws film where Jaws talks.
I want a Jaws film where he has lockjaw.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but I want them to do the sequel Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Elevator, or the Great Glass Elevator, whatever the fuck the book's called.
Oh, I don't know.
Gremlins 3.
They're doing one, aren't they?
They're doing a show. It's an animated thing.
Oh, okay.
Highlander
for
4.
Gremlins.
How about this? Beetlejuice 2. Where the fuck is that?
I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go with Highlander. It's already being made, but I'm gonna choose that one. All right.
Okay.
Easy. Hey, what movie besides Luca would you move from streaming to theaters to? That's a great question. Dune for sure, but that's probably already happening. Suicide Squad is a great possibility. What's coming to? I don't even know what's.
It's weird because it would probably be a Netflix film, but the thing with the Netflix movies is they do usually get a theater release date before.
If they want to campaign it for the Oscars, but you know what? Speaking of Netflix, good shout, Zach. Knives Out 2. Knives Out 2 should go to a theater. And
physical media,
yes. Because
I don't know why Netflix doesn't do physical media. Like I feel like they could do the Disney. I don't know if you know. I don't know if they have in the UK, but Disney does exclusive Blu-rays to them. So like Goofy Movie, Black Cauldron has Blu-rays, but you have to be a part of their movie club thing. But like, imagine if you were a Disney Plus subscriber, like you could buy that. Like it's an exclusive for you being a Disney Plus streaming. Netflix should do the same thing. yo, like if you're a part of our thing, you can, if you want, you can buy Defy Bloods. Because you know they still do the
Nice.
movie rental thing. So what if I don't have
Yeah.
great internet? Can I
Yeah.
rent Defy Bloods on Blu-ray?
Mhm.
You know, like there's certain things like that. So
All right. King Zane, what old cartoon show would you like to see come back like Samurai Jack? So many. Batman the Animated Series, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Gargoyles, the 90s Spider-Man, the 90s X-Men, the 90s Iron Man, the 90s Incredible Hulk show.
the Ren movie.
The Ren movie. I don't know what that is. It probably sucks. If it's my life story, it sucks.
Yeah, it is. It's all about you, but instead you kill people. Like you have a lightsaber and you just go around killing people.
Well, I do have a lightsaber. It's the Kylo Ren lightsaber.
Me too.
Yeah, those are just cartoon shows. Those are just a few that come to mind. How about you, Zach? Do you have any others?
Oh man, they already did Animaniacs, so that made my whole life so much better.
Well, I think Zane is asking like Samurai Jack. So for that one final season to close it out properly.
I was gonna say bring back Samurai Jack again, but they did really end it in a perfect way.
Yeah, that final season was so good.
I'm trying to think because a lot of the animated shows I did watch got the ending I wanted. Samurai Jack was just Samurai Jack was just a weird. I mean, a lot of the ones you mentioned, I was like, you could go back and do another one, but like, I did feel a lot of satisfaction, especially in Batman. X-Men probably is one of them. Buzz Lightyear Star Command.
Oh yes,
I'll say that. It's a great show that I feel like never really got the best conclusion. American Dragon Jake Long was completely rushed in the last season. Danny Phantom, 100%.
Oh yeah, no, I think Danny Phantom got a great ending.
Yeah, but I think you could bring it back and do a cool, badass thing. I don't know. Nothing will live up to Samurai Jack. That movie, that show just fuck. I have the box set back here.
Whoa, I wish I had it.
Right here, baby.
Nice.
Dude,
Aku sent him back in time.
You know what's funny? I have that was like originally $100, and I found on eBay some guy selling it for $30.
Nice.
And I'm like this, and it was like one of the bid ones. No one was bidding, so I bidded $30. I won.
Nice.
I have the Funko Pops too of Jack and the Coup, so I love Samurai Jack. I fucking love it. The last season's a masterpiece. It's the best season of the entire show.
Yeah. I agree. Dominic Scott, almost forgot to say, have you seen The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2 animated movies? Yes, we talked about it when we were talking about the animated DC movies. Yeah, it's really great. Not my favorite one, but it's very high up there. With Mask of the Phantasm, Under the Red Hood. Yeah, it's one of the best ones for sure. Are you a fan of Monsters Inc? Of course, who isn't? If so, are you excited for the show coming now in July to Disney Plus? I'm curious. Not excited yet. I need to see a full trailer. I know they just launched a teaser this week.
It looks cute.
Show me a full trailer.
It looks cute. I will be honest though. I already know Sully and Mike are not going to be the main characters. I don't like that.
Oh yeah, I
don't like that. Yeah, and I don't like it. I know they're in it, but I don't like that. It is made by Pixar though. This is coming from Pixar. So let me see the full product. I'll say that. Let me just see the full product. Could be great. Could be god awful. It could be just fine. I doubt it'll be terrible. It'll be good though.
Dominic Scott, remember Batman Beyond the Return of the Joker?
Love
it. Never seen it.
Fuck you. You should see it, bitch.
Let me finish what I was saying. When I rewatch Batman Beyond, I want to rewatch Batman Beyond because I've never seen this movie, even though I've seen the show. But I know the movie is very important, like it's very canonically connected to the show.
Yeah.
So I want to rewatch the show so I can watch this movie.
Yeah. Do you know what 3 movies I rented from Blockbuster all the time? This movie, Mask of the Phantasm, and the Mr. Freeze Batman animated film. Literally those three.
Nice.
Always watch them. And the Pokemon movie.
Okay. The first one.
Yeah, the first 2. I really like the first 2. I always... My girlfriend was telling me, all of a sudden she goes, I feel emotional. I was like, why? And she goes, I saw an image of Pikachu crying because Ash was frozen, and I got upset because it reminded me of the first Pokemon film. I'm like, yeah, that is a very depressing film.
Have you seen more than that one? More
I've seen
than
1, 2,
just the
3,
first?
4, and probably 5, and then I stopped.
Oh, okay. Because 3 is the best one. I've seen them all.
I like 3 a lot.
recently.
I like 3. I have the steelbook of all 3.
Oh, of all 3, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
the
Yeah.
triple pack.
I don't buy that because I want solo movie steelbooks. I don't want compilations.
Well, guess what, when you don't get that? Fuck you and fuck you.
Pokemon 3, the Entei one is the best one though. I'll say that. Eric Thorpe. Craig is actually my favorite Bond, but I think since his movies are the only true reboots in the franchise, you could still continue with Pierce as a continuation of the original 20 movie continuity. I don't know, man. I always felt like each time they changed Bonds, it's the same. It's a soft reboot that sometimes keeps some of the characters, but it's a new Bond, and we just go with it. They've never been clear on what it actually is. What it actually means.
They don't
like,
need to
in
either.
universe
They don't
still.
need to either.
No, they don't need to. Yeah, I'm with you. I think they should totally do the same thing with Indiana Jones.
Yep.
Just keep doing Indiana Jones.
100%. 100%. And this is coming from someone who's like, that's one of my favorite franchises of all time, man. I'm so excited for 5, but like, I'll believe it if it's good or not when I see it.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Easy
I know
Hay.
it'll be good because of the director, but
Yeah. Easy Hay says, "What summer movie could you see yourself campaigning more people to see?" That's tough because I haven't seen most of them or any of them. At this
if the
point.
Samaritan comes out,
Summer 2021 movies. You know what? Right now I'm campaigning for Black Widow. Jesus, I haven't seen Black Widow. Don't worry.
Luca.
Right now I'm campaigning for A Quiet Place Part 2. Go see it in theaters. I can finally talk about it. Go see it in theaters for sure. One that I'm sure Zach and I are very excited for, and it probably won't disappoint. We will totally campaign for this film, The Green Knight. 100%.
Luca.
But everyone's gonna see Luca. That's why I'm not saying Luca.
I don't think. I would say no.
Really?
It's only on Disney Plus. Yeah, I don't think so.
But it's Pixar.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I have one. I saw it at Sundance. Zola.
Okay.
It's the other A24 film.
Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick would be another one. Yeah, those are just a few. I think.
Free Guy. Oh, Coda. Coda comes out in August.
Coda, okay.
If you can see it, I would recommend
so
seeing that in person. Yeah, that's it. Definitely those. Just go see movies in theaters, please, every week.
Mm-hmm. All right, Zach, before we get... Right now we don't have any more questions. Oh, one just came in. Is there a chance Stranger Things 4 comes out this year? I think so. I think there's a chance. Possible, not probable. Zach, what do you think?
No. They're still filming it. From what I understand, this year... I think they would have announced it when they announced the other ones, because they said Witcher's for sure coming this year. I think they said Ozark season 4 is officially coming this year, the first half of it. They had
first
one
half,
more.
I fucking hate that.
Cobra Kai season 3 is coming this year, Cobra Kai season 4. Yeah, so I think Stranger Things is going to kick off next spring. I think we'll get Stranger Things season 4 next spring. I just hope they already have a plan for 5, because they said they have 5, and that's it.
All right.
I'll believe it when I see it.
All right. Before we get any more questions, Zach, do you have a movie recommendation for this week?
Let me look. Oh, I found one.
Ooh, here we go. What do we got?
Mystery Men. Ben Stiller.
Ooh.
Superhero movie. Fucking underrated.
I actually just watched that one for the first time recently.
Did you like it? It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
I like it. It's fun. Didn't love it. I don't think it's amazing. I'll tell you why I watched it, because John Campea
always talks about it.
Yeah, he always talks about it, but he actually started a video series, and in the meantime, he eventually ended it because he was not getting enough views. that was like called Movies in 20. So for 20 minutes, he recapped the entire film. And I was like, oh, I want to watch this. But he's going to spoil the movie, so I don't want to watch this. So I watched the film, and then I end up watching the video. And it's literally that. It just talks about what happens in the movie, the events of the film. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I actually started something this week that I want to watch one movie a day. And I started doing that. I've been watching at least one movie a day. I watch, and they gotta be first-time watches.
For the rest of the year?
Yeah, for the rest of the year. This week I watched The Proposal. I watched a movie I'm still going to talk about. There will be a video for Synchronic sometime this week.
Good. So
I'm not going to say what I thought. I'm just going to say I fucking need to talk about this movie.
That's how I
watched
felt.
this. Yeah, because Zach, I watched it out of randomness. I was in bed and I have insomnia, so I was like, oh, I'll wait till 1 a.m. because that's when wrestling starts, and I'll fall asleep while watching wrestling. And I was like, I have time for a movie. I watched Synchronic, and I was like, fuck, I need to talk about this.
Dude,
it's late. I'm not gonna get any views on this, but I need to fucking talk about this movie.
I got a screener for it. I got offered a screener like 3 times. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. I like the cast. I don't know what the fuck this movie's about. I saw it's sci-fi. Let's watch it. Holy fuck, was I in a trance the entire time.
Yeah.
So, really good.
I watched, that was last week at this point, but this one wasn't the first time watch, but it had been so long, it might as well have been one. Collateral.
Good pick. That's a great movie.
Holds up.
The Blu-ray's terrible transfer of that film, though.
Really?
I need to grab the 4K. The Blu-ray's a terrible transfer.
At
least the version I have.
Proposal. I watched an Australian film called The Dry. It's really good.
IFC?
Eric Bana.
That's a new one.
Yes, IFC. Yeah, because it just came out in America, but over here it's.
I need to watch
just
mainstream.
came out over here.
I need to watch mainstream.
I need to watch mainstream. I was going to watch mainstream yesterday, but I had less than 90 minutes, so I couldn't. It's only an hour and a half, so if you have an hour and a half, I'll watch it. I'll watch it sometime this week. I went to the cinema. I went back to the cinema this week. Had a press screening. By the way, guys, we're just talking up until you send questions. So feel free to send questions while we talk. I went back to the cinema. Had a press screening. Yeah, had a press screening. We don't have that much time, but we still have a bit of time, so feel free to ask some questions.
Ask anything, guys. We will answer anything you want. If you want to know why me and Ren are going to kill someone one day, just ask us.
Okay. Went back to press screening, Zach. I went to see.
Was that the Quiet Place one? Okay, no. So you saw Those Who Wish Me Dead and A Quiet Place.
And then A Quiet Place. My review is already up for A Quiet Place Part 2 if you want to check that out. If you haven't.
When are you doing Conjuring press, or is it just tickets?
No, it's in limited screening. Yeah,
okay.
It's an early screening, but I'm going to see that Tuesday. On Monday, I got a press screening, Zach, for something I've already seen as well, because you and I talked about it, and I'm like, I'm going to watch it, because, it's canon. I want to see it, and so I watched it, really love it, and decided not to do a review, because it was late. Nobody was going to watch it. At this point, still nobody's going to watch it, but you know what? I was invited to a screening. It's only fair that I finally review Demon Slayer, The Infinite Train.
Yay.
Because it's coming out, because over here, Zach, when they do like anime movies, it's only for 2 days. You have one screening each day. One day is dubbed, another day is
you know what's
subbed.
Crazy? That's how it usually is in America too. Or they do it for the weekend. Not with Demon Slayer.
Nah,
Demon
over
Slayer,
here is one screening in 1 day.
That's crazy.
And I have no idea what I'm going to watch, by the way. I have no idea if I'm going to see it subbed or dubbed.
I think I want to say it's probably dub.
Oh God! At least I've seen it sub, so I can't talk about either one. But yeah, very happy to be going to that. So maybe tomorrow expect a review for Peter Rabbit too, because I went to see that too, and it's not out anywhere, so I'm probably one of the few reviews that exist for it. Except Australia. Our friend Dave saw it in March, but it's still not out mostly anywhere, so I'm like,
we don't have it till July. You know that, right? We don't have it till July.
I didn't know that. But yeah, tomorrow then I'll review Peter Rabbit, then on Monday Demon Slayer, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday Synchronic, and maybe I'll get more stuff. Who knows? I'm waiting on something.
When you do your Synchronic review, I'm gonna give you a title for it.
Okay.
I think you should really title it. Do you think people should see it? No. Okay.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think you should
send me in private. Send me in private.
Okay.
We have a question from good friend Eric Thorpe. Are you excited for Army of Thieves? Crazy that we're getting that this year. And Army of the Dead Lost Vegas. Is Army of Thieves like another sequel? Film. Okay, it's
about
film.
the German guy.
Okay, so I didn't know that.
And he directed it too. From my understanding, I think he directed that film with.
Oh.
I'll look it up.
I expected it to be Zack Snyder. Army of the Dead Lost Vegas. I'm very excited about.
It's already filmed and done.
Very excited about Lost Vegas.
Yes,
Army of Thieves.
He directed it.
I didn't know it existed. Oh,
yep,
okay.
He did direct it.
I would rather have Zack Snyder.
A prequel set before the events of Army of Dead, which focuses on Ludwig and a group of survivors during the zombie apocalypse. So, not heavy spoilers for Army of the Dead. I'm not going to get into like what happens mainly in the film, but just really early on. So if you haven't watched it yet, just be warned. He's never seen a zombie. Yeah. He literally says he's never seen a zombie before.
I don't want to correct you because I'm not sure, but I remember he says he never fought a zombie. I don't remember if he says he never seen a zombie.
Oh, okay. I need to watch it again. I want to watch it again. I want to watch it again this weekend. But
you might be right.
I'm gonna make my girlfriend watch it tonight. Oh, nice.
Make
my girlfriend watch it tonight. Oh, our Quiet Place video I think went up.
Oh, it has?
Let me see. So.
Did you schedule it?
Oh, did I fuck it up? Which day did I put it for? Oh, I put it for tomorrow. Oops.
Oh, it's for tomorrow? Fine.
Yeah, I'm not changing it anymore. Yeah. Synchronic.
Okay, so Eric is backing me up, but I'm not too sure myself. He says he never killed a zombie or he never fought a zombie, something like that.
It feels a little weird for me. Mm-hmm. Let me see it. I really like Army of Dead. Army of Thieves seems cool. I'm more excited for the anime film though, which I also think might be coming out this year too. I could be wrong, but I think that's also
that one is coming out this year.
Okay, Army of Thieves is also supposed for this year too, so we'll see.
Okay. All right, and if that's it, I say we just end the show right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Let's ask you a question. Okay.
Bring it.
Actually, let me ask the audience here. Guys,
Ooh.
Ren is literally less than 300 subscribers away from 3,000 subs. This is just bullshit. Yeah, you're at 2,960.
Oh,
wait, no, sorry.
I'm 40 away.
Less than 40 away.
You're not wrong. It's less than 300.
If he gets 3,000 by next week, I don't give a fuck if you guys make fake accounts. I don't give a fuck. I will give away a digital code on next week's stream.
Ooh. Thank you, Zach.
I have a handful, and we're going to do a big one. All right? We'll do a big one. I got a couple big ones held in me. And then, guys, please, for my channel's sake, my girlfriend refuses to watch Hereditary again. I really want her to watch it. Good. So I want to do a commentary with her. And she said she would watch it again if I hit 20,000 by the end of May.
Mm-hmm.
So go tell your friends. When you go to school, take a picture of me and Ren and post it in the bathroom. Say, go to this link. And post it on every stall. I don't care if they pee on the paper, but let's do it. Ren, do you wish you would have started YouTube earlier? Do you ever think back?
Yes and no. On one hand, I think maybe if I started out earlier, I would have more subscribers. I would be ahead of the curve.
I'd be the Grace Randolph, man. I'd be better than Grace Randolph.
Yeah, I'm already better than Grace Randolph. That's not that's not the discussion. No, but I don't think I'd be prepared as bad as I was in the beginning compared to how I am now. I think I would have been even worse at the beginning if I started out earlier. but yeah, I on one hand yes, on another hand no. I'm so close, guys. I've been in the 2000 realm for so long. It finally seems attainable that we can get to 3K, and I'd be really thankful. It create more opportunities for the channel. It make the show better. It make me give you more reviews earlier. It just guarantee more consistency for the channel. So if you like the channel, if you have friends who you think you enjoy the channel, please consider sending them, because we're really, really close this time.
And if you guys do it, he's going to get naked next week.
No.
Okay, so we've already talked about, so for the 69th episode, we're doing best sex scenes, right?
Yes.
Okay, but for me, do we get naked? Like, no clothes?
No, because we'll get demonetized.
That's just the bottom half. They don't know.
By the way, Zach, did you know? Just open a new tab on YouTube. Open a new tab on YouTube on your computer.
Okay.
You're gonna be shocked because this shit is monetized.
This is on YouTube?
Yes,
it's on
YouTube.
Okay. What do you want me to type in?
Go to the naked yoga and just look at the thumbnails. Yeah.
How?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I have more subscribers though, so so do you. It has like 1 million views.
Dude, I found that out this week. A friend of mine sent it to me. I'm like, how? What the fuck? What the fuck? How? How is that possible? How is that possible? I don't know. So if you guys are curious, just go onto YouTube, type naked yoga, and apparently this shit can be monetized. Whatever. Just the thumbnails are crazy. And I haven't seen any of the videos, just the thumbnails are enough. But anyway, Zach, what do you got coming up this week, and where can people find you online?
Well, naked yoga now, because apparently that gets you a lot of money. I mean, could I do naked yoga commentary, like watching a movie while I'm doing naked yoga and live streaming myself? Do you think I'd get a lot of views?
So.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. I'm going to do it in like a bear costume, appease to those people.
Like a Nicolas Cage bear costume?
Yeah, I have a Ted costume. Ted the teddy bear.
Nice.
What do I have this week? Finally seeing A Quiet Place on Monday.
Yeah!
I'm so excited. The second I'm done, I don't care that you'll be sleeping. I'm gonna fucking text you and be like, "Run, I saw it!"
Dude, please do.
Dude,
please do.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw Chris Stuckman's review, and I've seen your review. I am.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask that. Did you see my review? That's what matters.
Yeah. You were the first one I watched.
I was the first one, probably.
You were one of them. I'm hyped out of my mind.
He gave it the same grade as me. He copied me. The son of a bitch.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
I thought he was gonna give it an A+. I thought he was gonna do an A+. The way he was talking about it. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think I'm gonna like it more than the first one. And I just rewatched the first one.
I told you that.
And I think the thing about it, real fast, John Krasinski directs like early Spielberg right now. He fucking makes a film that Spielberg would have made in his early career. Dude, he is such a phenomenal fucking director in that first film. My girlfriend, the video comes out tomorrow. I'll just say this, she was not excited to watch this movie. She likes the trailer for the second one, but wasn't excited for the first one because she already heard most of the stuff about it. And I was surprised on her reaction. I was surprised overall on her reaction. I was very surprised on her reaction overall. But watching it again, dude, it's such a quick film. And even though I don't love the ending when it goes, shh. I was going to ask you a question. I don't want to know. Never mind. But yeah.
But ask me. I won't answer, but ask me.
I was going to ask you, does it literally pick up? I know the opening scene, and I assumed the opening scene was going to be that, but does it pick up shh, or is it cut from there like you see a little bit after that? That's what I was going to ask. Like, is it literally right there when they're killing the other ones, or is it not?
No, it's not.
No? Okay. That's what I assumed. So, okay, that's what I assumed. I was just curious if they...
It's probably like, when it picks up, it's probably 5 minutes later.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what I assumed they were going to do. And also, does it look... I don't remember if you said this in your review. Is it weird that the kids are older? Is it like
No,
distracting
you
a
don't.
bit? No.
Honestly, I didn't notice. It didn't bother me last year. It didn't bother me now when I rewatched it in
Okay.
IMAX.
Because like
Fuck.
when
In
I saw
IMAX.
Noah Jupe in this film and I see him in
Mhm.
the trailers, I'm like, you're a big boy now.
Honestly, to me, it doesn't look that much different. To be
Yeah,
honest.
that was my girlfriend's favorite character was him. She said he was phenomenal.
Nice.
She loved him. So I said, you
I
got to
will
see Honey
tell
Boy.
tell this to your girlfriend. They're the main characters. Technically,
kids.
you could say they're all the main characters, but
That's
the
what I
film, like
assume.
in terms of an arc, the
kids.
film is for the kids.
But
Millicent Simmons, dude, your jaw will be
Can I ask
fucking
you?
dropped.
Why is it? Don't tell me why. Do you agree with this statement? I have seen multiple people compare it to Last of Us Part 2. And I don't get why.
Like, there are superficial similarities, I think, but it's a stretch.
Okay.
It's a stretch.
Okay, because I was curious. But yeah, so I have that coming Monday or Tuesday, depending. So I see it Monday night, so I'll probably have it up Tuesday. Then Cruella's Wednesday. Spirit Untamed, guys, coming Friday. So excited to talk about that one, you know.
What a fucking cast, surprisingly.
Jake Gyllenhaal, Walton Goggins, the Dora the Explorer girl, Isabella, I can't remember her last fucking name.
Merced.
Yeah, Bad Batch. I might review Resident Evil finally, and I'll announce it next Sunday. Bringing back the Ask Me Anythings. You guys keep asking them for them. So, Ren, you are formally invited to join me and Cody to talk on there.
I'll be there.
Bringing it back, but I'm just gonna tell everyone right now, like if you aren't asking good questions every week, like gonna go away again. Like you guys ask good questions, but then when we get rank these films, we already did last week. Don't want to do that again. So definitely I'm excited to do that and bring it back. So that will be fun. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. And then if you guys are wanting to support me on Patreon, I did update the tiers a bit. Tomorrow's my first one I'm doing with 2 of my private members where it's just an Ask Me Anything. We literally just sit in a Zoom chat and we're just going to talk. That's it.
All right.
Just us two. So if you guys want to be a part of that and you guys want to for next month, feel free to go join. I think it's the $8 tier. And then also in that tier, if you're wanting to join YouTube, I will sit there and go over your channel with you. So that is a big thing. So yeah, Ren, what about you? What do you got this week?
Peter Rabbit 2 review is coming tomorrow. On Monday, Demon Slayer Mugen Train review is coming. And I'm very curious to see if I'll feel exactly the same after a second viewing and now in the theater. Synchronic, I'm not sure what I'm going to do in Synchronic. Maybe just blabbering about the film or a proper review, but thank you for the title, Zach. On Fridays, we always got Shaman King. I'm loving covering that show. I decided not to cover Bad Batch because there's just not much to talk about.
To be honest, man, I'm giving it 2 more weeks. Because the first 3 did pretty good. 4 did decent. Not enough for me to stay up till midnight. So I'm still going to do it for 2 more weeks at midnight. But if the support's not there, or if the show doesn't start picking up, I might hold off till the season's done. It's just because, but you know what's going to happen, Ren? This is what's going to happen. If I stop doing Bad Batch, the next week's episode that I don't do it on, Baby Yoda is going to fucking show up. It's going to be like the biggest, you know it's going to happen. Mace Windu or some shit's going to happen where everyone's talking about it. I'm going to wake up and be like, I hate my life.
Yeah.
So
I decided not to do it because I covered the first episode and I had every intention of, okay, I'll do it week to week. And I watched the second episode and I was like, there's nothing to talk about here.
Nah. I mean, did you watch the new one?
Yes, I did.
I mean, dude, I talked 6 minutes. Literally talking more about fucking how cool it is just to see Fennec. That's
the thing. They're like the second episode, there wasn't anything to talk about, and I thought it was a completely disposable episode. Nothing eventful happens. No major progression character.
It literally is Clone Wars. It's literally like Clone Wars, though.
Last week, I thought it was a cool story, like with Hunter and Omega and the little monster, and they're stranded.
It looked like Alien vibe. And Crosshair had that whole genocide thing, which was cool.
Yeah. But again, there wasn't much to talk. Like, I would spend 2 minutes saying this was really cool with Omega and Hunter, and Crosshair is getting really mean and angsty, and is going darker and darker as the episodes go. And that's it. That's literally all I would have to say.
I do think the show, because right now what they're doing is they're doing exactly what Clone Wars is. I do believe by the end of this season, or towards maybe the middle and then the end, it's going to pick up a lot.
I hope so. I'm still doing a season review. Whatever happens, I'm doing a season review.
I'm going to be. Can I ask you? You think Crosshair? Do you think they end up killing Crosshair? I think so. I think he's too far gone. I don't think.
I think so
chip.
too.
I don't think it was the chip at first.
It is the chip, but it's not only the chip.
Yeah.
I don't think it's only the chip. I think it's free will too.
So, yeah, and I'm curious to see how they do that. Because it is rumored that they're already working on a second season for next year.
Yeah.
And I just now with the show, I'm like, I don't know how you do a second season. I would prefer that they did 8 episodes compared to 14 without the filler. Because the filler's fun for what it is, because that is Clone Wars. And I get it, this show is made for kids. But literally, Crosshair performed genocide in the 3rd episode, and that's not a kid thing. I'm just saying, like, I was talking to my cousin, and he said that his kid's watching it, and he walks in and seeing them fucking massacre, like, people like World War II, and he goes, what the fuck are you watching? So.
Yeah. I agree. All right, everyone. That is it for us this week. Remember, if you want to get a digital code from Zach, consider helping the channel reach 3K. We're less than 40 away. We're really fucking close. I will do something, whatever it takes, to celebrate if we do get it. Except getting naked. I don't want to get demonetized.
You're not. Naked yoga.
How long do they have to get the digital code? Zach?
I'm gonna say bye. You know what? I'll give them till the 65th episode, so 2 weeks.
Okay. All right. So that's it, everyone. Stay tuned for all the reviews we got. Zach's coming with A Quiet Place. I'm coming with Demon Slayer. I want to talk
and Cruella next week for you, right?
And Cruella, and I mean, hopefully, it's gonna be this week. Whether it is early or not early, it will be this week. So thank you so much, everyone, once again. So till the next one. Love each other.
Love each other. And